The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Even if an antique is priceless, the happiness it brings lasts for only the moment that you obtain it.
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Give up. Don't waste my time. Your life is mine.
Teamwork is true! Let me scrap! Fate is upon you! By royal... It's nothing!
Give up. You wait.
Let's light it up! Oz, reveal thyself!
It's nothing.
children, come.
Oh, what is it, Granny?
Oh, no. You've done so. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so... When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard that simply won't do. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so... Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, I will not go into too much detail, but subspace, the teapot that you entered previously, was a little...
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart. But that's enough nostalgia for...
That's right! Fine?
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no... What's more, I doubt... Well, for starters, I require some shimmer. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glaze, but almost no... Even more difficult to... In any case, Smaragdus jade... Goodness knows...
Well, since you're in
Yes.
She...
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yanfei. Yanfei, I believe you already heard of the traveler and his traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granie. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it if you have an urgent issue. Just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention.
All right, Yanfei, all right. You'll have to excuse Yanfei.
Paimon was...
An adeptus? He mentioned that they had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of...
Well, that's a bit casual.
Well, my dad did say... Anyway, let's not dwell... The chasm's been sealed up.
Is that so? Yanfei,
I know, Granny,
Whoa.
Commercial consultancy. Crossel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once... He mentioned that he was... So, I guess I'll go look for him. Oh, you want to join me?
Wow. Best we...
Hello, Mr. Crossel.
Oh, good. Very...
You're too...
Miss Yanfei.
Wait, is...
No, I'm not. The contract makes... In return, I included a clause that guarantees the...
Guaranteed genuine?
Of course. This...
In that case,
Oh, of course.
thanks a lot, Mr.
I should have.
Hey.
Leo Lee Pavilion. Best Lee food in town.
Senua Kiosk. Place to go for classic Yua dishes.
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me.
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? My associates and I are very interested.
The hairpins. I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right. I spent so much money on them.
My family is in the orbit. We now have a backlog of paid up a big banquet is coming up in a few days, and that's what the hairpins were for, to... But now that I've lost the hair...
Why does Paimon have a set of...
Would you
Hold on.
Huh?
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she true.
Right. I finished reading the contract. Furthermore, and given the
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Chichou looks like she's about to...
However,
Did you really have to pop? Whichever way you look at...
Except that if we found...
Please. Please, however much it is, I will have... Now that it's come to the...
Yes, legally. So hold on a moment.
What did I feel? My family had...
Smooth to the... No, it's nothing.
Ah, Miss Yan... You lost them?
I'm sorry.
Mora! Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands... I just don't... Forget it. Talking...
No problem. But before I can give an effect, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus Jedi inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article...
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market...
Thank you very much.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Miss Shercha. It's not convenient to speak...
Miss Yanfei, what is this about?
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins...
What do you mean? Are you in...
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member. I don't know if Granie told you this, but if mere mortals come into contact with it... Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel...
No, not at all.
Now that is, if I've deduced correctly, he may still have the...
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his...
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way, and then after that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow... Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the...
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be...
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of...
Well then, since...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow...
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon feels like Yanfei...
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything anywhere commissioned but not bound by...
I understand. Then...
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your... And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5.
This contract has so many pages!
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the...
I've had to read...
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might... I don't believe you have been part of an investigation...
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask...
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jedi. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter. But also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage... I won't... But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go... Ah, I've got it. If Mr. Crossell had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Precious curios. Let me tell you how.
Why, hello.
No, nothing of the...
A Snezhnayan merchant named Crossell. I do that was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so he was quite generous with his money, too. So I didn't give it too much thought. Why...
Thank you, sir.
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that, yes, it's not particularly rare. I've heard it said that smaragd...
A thin layer of separation.
If you must see for yourself.
That's so, did you find anything? So they really are different.
There's nothing special to it. It just, these two stones actually look very simple. There may be only and I'm sure, a significant difference.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on...
But, never mind.
Unusual actions have...
Like to make people...
Miss Yenfei? Might I be so...
If you could just confirm...
Yes, that's right.
Then I have no...
Of course.
Oh, I have my this document. I wouldn't say...
With this hard evidence to...
On the contrary, if you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it!
Well, that was...
Because lots, as you know. But the amendment as such...
So you...
Yes, well...
You...
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out. Oh, this hasn't...
Again with that...
Well, that's that.
The key here is consumer psychology.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you.
Have no further trouble from then on? Has a merchant by...
Crosel. Yes, the design of the hairpins that he gave me. This order was on hold for a very long time.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crosel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented...
Yes, I'm sure Mr. Crosel wasn't... I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even had...
Thank you, Sinksy.
Sure.
Nothing you need to worry about. Just...
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well? Now that's an even rarer honor. What?
No. I'm here this time to ask if...
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yeah, the 7 mountain treatises state it is abundant. Anyway, I suppose...
That is indeed the case.
No trouble at all. But after I wonder, Miss...
You needn't concern yourself with...
You're too kind.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just...
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crosel.
Miss Yanfei.
Yes,
Wonderful.
of course. Mr. Crossell, you must pay.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her?
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid within the smaragdus jadeite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you're...
Material evidence? What material evidence? I spent a huge sum to obtain that smaragdus jadeite, and...
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of this is a processing record from the jade...
Seriously? Even the In any case, smaragdus nephron...
That's an
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as...
Ugh. Looks like hard evidence. Something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
This stuff...
Our second piece of evidence...
You know, you could...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence show...
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that... Traveler, would you do the honors? Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountain. Sustained contact with smaragd... Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar... No idea, you say? I'm afraid that this falls outside this... However, I'm sure that the ministry will be relative... Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I trust that you'll give them your full
What? Wait!
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of smaragdus jadeite's dangerous properties before...
Huh? No.
Aren't actually inlaid with genuine smaragdus jadeite? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that... Mr. Crossell...
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now.
I admit it. I confess. But after receiving, I went to... That's why I had another pair. I kept the real I was worried that someone would see through it.
Exactly.
If word got out...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there.
10 times.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me...
20%? That's as much as I...
Even if the smaragdus...
Ms...
However, Mr. Cross...
What?
Miss Yanfei.
Well, that...
Thanks so...
Oh, come on. Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further...
Is that so?
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I could see from the hairpins you produced if we could join forces...
Well, that's that. And we've got the smaragdus jadeite that...
Exactly. Even though the solution didn't involve action...
The right solution depends... The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, an Adeptus. Liuai Harbor is now a city ruled by... The title of Adeptus means press... In any case, don't you think that the Liuai Harbor...
Paimon can think of someone who would
Well, since we got what we came...
You've returned. Good.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of
Oh, you.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't... I've been looking at...
Come now, child.
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Yanfei might be overly... Liu, all right then.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
There, hold it firmly. Take these blueprints with you.
Wait a minute, Granny.
Oh, you needn't worry about...
Wow! Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around. Paimon can't do that! Still. Oh, wait a sec.
Well, it seems that...
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit. Hang on a moment. Oh, call me. I suppose you make...
So you're the little...
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep. Your journey may be far from over. Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot, you may now, have you any blueprints on you? As long as you have a blueprint, you can
Blueprint?
Yes, these are the blueprints. Just commit the image of the objects to memory, then simply...
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me. He said, this world is...
A golden-eyed...
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again since. Well, let's not... If there's... Maybe... Maybe...
We should look for a new investment. Mora doesn't grow on trees.
Oh, ow!